Guys, my name is Lytel Young, and I'm a realtor that's passionate about design and talk about fitness. Um, People ask me questions all the time, so I thought, you know what? This is a perfect opportunity for you to get to know me better. And of course, you can always leave comments below on this channel. Please subscribe to this channel. I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be quick. It's going to be short, to the point. Hopefully we can laugh together. We might even cry together because I will share some intimate moments as well. See, I've been in real estate, well, I've been licensed as a real estate agent since 2006, I believe. 2000. I closed my first two deals in the first 3 months. Now after that, to go back a little bit, I had my real estate license, but I was also doing interior design. And so after I closed my two deals, I received a phone call from a producer. And that producer said, hey, I got your name from one of the showroom managers at the Pacific Design Center. I have a show and we would love to bring you in to audition for the show. And I thought, okay, it was nothing that I had planned to do or thought about. We would have to fly you to Philly to do a reading with the co-host. So I thought, okay, that's perfect. My family lives in Delaware. It is a free ride. I get this fly to Philadelphia to test for this show I knew nothing about. So I did that, flew to Philly, did my test with the co-host, came back, and life went on. I continued real estate and doing interior design, and then I received a phone call. And it was an executive producer for the show, Save My Bath. And he said, the network, HGTV, they've greenlit you. So if you want to host the show, it would be your show. It's all yours.
Let's do it. Woo-hoo! Ah, nice, right? Let's clear this out. Let's get really serious about this place now, okay? What we're gonna do.
So I thought about it, and I said, hell yeah, it'd be fun,
From pink wallpaper nod to the 80s to an exciting, exhilarating space with a lot of tropical elements to enjoy, to a beautiful Tuscan Villa-inspired bathroom. Now that's amore.
So they said, now it shoots in Philadelphia, so you would have to be in Philadelphia for the duration of this show, which I had some projects here going on at the time, and I thought, you know what, this is an opportunity that I just can't pass up. So I signed on to this show, Save My Bath. It was a great experience. I met a lot of people and homeowners, some very wonderful, loving homeowners that I met throughout the 26 episodes that we shot in Philadelphia, New Jersey, and Delaware. So the show was basically about me renovating bathrooms for homeowners. So I did that, came back, and I hosted another show called Bang for Your Buck.
Makes me want to sit here and ask, where's the bartender?
This show was a little bit different. This show I was basically critiquing alongside a realtor work that homeowners had just recently done on the house. Like, for example, you renovated your kitchen. So we would choose 3 homeowners who just recently renovated their kitchen. I would go in and I would talk about the things that they did perfectly and the things that they sort of, why did they do that?
Sandy, look at all of this space out here. I mean, what is this, a dance floor?
Or missed opportunities. The realtor would talk about whether the renovation added value to the house or not. So that show shot across the nation, so I was gone from state to state. I only shot about 5 or 6 episodes of that show. Now fast forward, I'm at PLG Estates. We have 3 offices, one in Los Feliz, one in Beverly Hills. That's where I'm at. I'm in the Beverly Hills office. And the 3rd office is in Studio City. PLG Estates, what I like about PLG Estates is that there are a lot of creative people there now that are very passionate about what they do. Now, they brought their creativity into real estate. So now you have a group of people who love what they do because they're passionate about what they do. And I like that. Mine is I worked in luxury new development, high-end, price ranging from $900,000 for a studio on up to $7 to $8 million. So I learned a lot. New development is completely different from residential resale. So if you plan on making a purchase or purchasing a condo, just a few things that you should know. Type of amenities. You should know what type of services they offer. The HOA, what does that include? Does that include electric? Does that include water? What are you paying? What are you not paying? HOA, those are dues. Those are monthly dues that you pay alongside your mortgage. Earthquake insurance. Does the condo have earthquake insurance? Requirements for, say you bought this condo for investment purposes and you want to lease it out. Sometimes when you look through the condominium regulation, the CCRs, in there it tells you whether you can lease out your condo within the first year or second year or maybe 3 months down the road. So these are things that you should look at and be aware of, because some people buy just for investment purposes and they just want to lease it out. Well, look at the CC&Rs. Sometimes you can't lease it out until after the first 3 months. Something to be aware of. Financials, the reserves, very, very important. Make sure that the building you're buying into, that it has appropriate reserves. You will be assessed and your HOA will go up, but if they don't have reserves, then you're in a lot of trouble, because collectively all the homeowners who bought into that building, you're going to have to conjure up this money to pay for whatever that big expense is. So make sure they have a healthy reserve, healthy reserves. Another thing to be aware of and to know about is what type of ownership are you buying into? Is it fee simple or is it leasehold? Fee simple simply means that you're buying into a building and that sits on land. So now you own your condo and you own the land that the building sits on. Now leasehold is a little different. Leasehold is the owner of the building. They built this building on top of land that's being leased. So, and normally those leased can go on from 99 to about 250 years. A lot of buyers, it's whether it's a leasehold, it doesn't really matter to them or not, because they don't see themselves staying in that condominium no more than 5 to 7 years. But it's just something to be aware of, and I would suggest if you want more information on that, you can always leave a comment at the bottom or call me directly and I can speak more about it. But those are just a few things that if you're buying into a condo that you should be aware of. It's very important to know. Thanks for joining, and I look forward to our next time together.